Okay, everybody. Sorry. Okay, everybody. So we got. So we're on now to Game 7, and this one's going to be Chris Werfs against Adam Trunzo. Uh, I know we had Chris on the stream earlier, but he is currently 5-1, and he is playing a Watch Your Step deck, whereas Adam is also 5-1 and is currently playing Court. So we're getting down to the point where players have to play to get into the top 8, and we're actually seeing 2 decks that we haven't seen today. So again, right now I know we have 2 undefeated. We have a few people who are 5-1, and yeah, our current 2 undefeated are Joe and Tom Hay. So, and then I know like I said, I know we have a bunch of people who are 5-1, and a bunch of people who are like 4-2. So we have a lot of people still in contention for the top 8. And then had they said anything about like how they're doing it? Is it just going to be a straight cut, like no play-ins, or?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of that.
Yeah, neither am I. They don't tell us really anything. So, but yeah, again, we're seeing Court and Watch Your Step. So looks like Worse is playing the Farm Cooler and Squadron Assignments, and I can't tell if he's playing. Is he playing the Luke Effect?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, these are pretty much the standard setup for the decks. So, we're on, right now this is Game 7.
Oh, look at how nice he is.
Oh, there you go, Worfs. See, that's great, Worfs. Yeah, Olsen and Hayden are currently the top ones, and then we have Worfs and Adam, who are 5-1. Wow, they're both showing off their hands. I'm loving it. Reed and Sim Tashimi, B. Fred versus Matt Scott. So, like I said, there's a bunch of people who are still 5-1 and 4-2s who have a chance. So, but yeah, this game is just getting started, so nobody's missing really anything. So, Worf's just saying, you know what? Let's just do it like this. Now, how do you think about like the whole setup for Adam? Would you put the prison in between the pit and the shimmer, or? Because I've seen people do that.
Yeah, so, I mean, basically it comes down to run, Luke, run. That to me, that's the deciding factor. If I think the deck has it, then I don't want them adjacent to battlegrounds. I want it isolated.
I'm not sure. Chris Kelly is sitting at table 6 right now against Greg Shaw, but I'm not sure of his record. Unfortunately, we're not getting a lot of the.
We're getting a good verify though. Let's see. I mean, everything in here looks completely normal. Ooh, ceasefire. Was that a lateral damage? That's not something you see out of court every day.
Have fun at work, Baroni.
Yeah, so I don't think it hurts you too badly in this particular matchup, but
okay, so he uses the new Twi'lek Advisor to go get the.
He's making him switch it.
Yeah.
I know you're doing commentary.
Yeah.
But if you were like gonna like say your friends were like in a game of Magic or something, and they didn't want to play against each other in a game, and you just want to do some random tiebreaker to just like see who won, what would you have them pick?
Rock, paper, scissors.
You mean of the form of no. So here you go. The virtual card that I am looking at right now is from a virtual set number. Is the set number odd or even? And if you are correct, you are the winner. And if you are incorrect, you are the loser.
So we're determining in a game. Matt Scott and Brian
You do.
Fred are currently.
It's equal odds either way.
Playing, and they don't want to play each other because they're regular playing partners and good friends. So we're determining.
It is odd. It's Cannon Jarrus. He's from set 3. Good job.
So who won that game?
Matt Scott won.
Matt Scott beat Brian Fred. Speaking of which, Brian Fred.
There's a Palace
You owe
Raider.
me a signed Palace Raider.
Can Matt sign it?
No.
He's the one that just won.
Well, yeah, but I want you.
Worf
to sign
started, must be allowed to speak, like my father before me, in squadron assignments.
Did Matt Scott do any?
Oh,
V-cards?
was that a Run Luke Run foil that I just saw?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yep, he should have split him.
Yeah.
Actually, mine might not be the worst V card ever, but it's pretty bad.
It's
God for Yarna.
Yeah.
Tatooine is large.
Well, I mean, at least they're only going to be fighting on one planet,
Yeah.
and we're probably going to see a lot of interaction. Like, especially if Adam is playing lateral damage.
That's a really interesting call.
Yeah.
So the question is, does Worf's attempt to go into the audience chamber, or does he just set up and then I don't think you can attack straight into the audience chamber. It's not throne room. You don't have all the tricks and all the variety.
Steve, yes, it does. Granted, it's not the worst airport out there, but it's up in the top 5 easily. At least for getting out of it and getting in. Oh, you're the watch your step you're talking about. Is this a good watch your step? So we got Security.
I guess Harpster is implying that this one does have. I mean, with all the used pulls, he could just like.
He plays like. Well,
is Nightfall involved, Harpster?
that's what I was gonna say. Double EPP Han.
Worf's just put his hand down, face up. He's like, "Here's the Jedi Luke that's in my hand."
No, Adam's just sitting there like, oh well.
Double EPP Han, double Chewie enraged. Oh, we're gonna have some amazing Star Wars battles.
Yeah. I mean, EPP rage or Chewie rage is pretty good against ROMs, right?
No Nightfall.
It kind of makes me sad.
What? No Nightfall?
Yeah. I was hoping for a Bausch.
Ooh, Chelly just to get the initial discount? That seems like a waste. Right? I mean, you're activating Scum before the first alien with a cost hits the table.
I'm pretty sure he had Scum in his hand.
Correct, but it doesn't trigger until you actually have an alien out. Like, you can't put Scum down and deploy Java for 3. Java still costs.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure who he is on the forums.
His forum handle is something very similar to his actual name.
Yeah.
It might be Atronzo or something like that. I'm fairly confident.
Probably look it up, but I don't want to. It's not bad. Too bad he is an. I hope he has an Yvonne Mon.
Why?
All his leaders can't be targeted by weapons.
That's not what Ifant Mon does. I think you're thinking Chalk.
Yeah, that's something to chalk.
Oh, so we saw Stunning Leader. We saw Barrier. We saw Ceasefire. It seems like a lot of one-of. Of course, we don't know what's in his hand. Barrier. And an Utaguda. And,
Lana. And Lana.
yeah.
So he's definitely got the tricks. And he's got a Zuckuss in his hand, too. Maybe we'll see a Zuckuss versus Outrider battle again.
I mean, this turn will be interesting, to say the least.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, if you still want, we're going to be continuing the set 11 pack that Queso Sauce Jerry Hine has given away. You have till tomorrow at the end of the stream to enter, and to enter it's set 11 raffle with your just send over your Twitch screen name and you're in. So that way everybody has a chance to win. We're currently sitting in.
Is he? It could be worsening the one for the court objective.
I think he is.
That means he's not deploying again. Oh man.
I mean, well, Adam knows he has Luke. I mean,
He's drawing. Oh, he drew the neighborin. He thinks that neighborin's good. It's not.
so maybe he'll throw Luke. I don't know. Like, do you really want to go to the audience chamber with a no immunity Luke, getting 2 destiny draws?
Why no immunity?
Cad Bane.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Your forfeit on your smugglers is fine.
I mean, at least right now it's just.
I mean, he doesn't have weapons. Like,
Yeah.
he's.
I mean, right now it's just a drain of 1. So. Okay. Well, I was gonna say if Tom Kelly says it, I mean he's a pretty good watcher step player. Okay, and we saw Adam got a boss with the Lady Proxima.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's playing choke. Seriously, the
That's
card.
a good card.
So
yeah.
so the thing about court, and I don't know that people are really onto this. Like I can't tell from what we've seen so far, but
Yeah.
F and Mon really messes with no idea.
Yeah.
All right.
But there's a reason why his game test is completely canceled at the data vaults. 'Cause you don't want him sitting there.
No, you don't put him there.
Yeah,
you take
you
away
don't.
the beach. The other card that's really good is No Bargain. Because, I mean, it doesn't do it. Like, you don't play No Bargain for mains because Throne Room is a handful of rebels and a bunch of other people, right? It's not, Luke doesn't get affected by it. But No Idea, all their stuff being +2 really hurts them.
Yeah.
So you can No Bargain for your audience chamber protection, and F and Mon can go to the beach.
And you just sit there.
Yeah.
That's a good call, actually.
So court is interesting.
Yeah. I still think like in the hands of somebody who knows how to play it against Throne Room, it's an amazing deck. Like, you think we'll see some court tomorrow? Whoa. Okay, so so right now Worf's just looked for a card, missed the pool, and Adam is verifying. We saw
Core Slug.
Core Slug, K2SO, draw their fire.
Yep,
Yeah,
Angry
Angry
Chewie,
Chewie.
Vivian.
Up there's the 2 moving to attacks.
God, if there's a beggar in here, I'll be so happy.
Foil
Frolic
run, Luke
Run.
run.
Yep.
Smoke screen.
Oh, Frozen Assets! Oh! We have Star Wars cards. He's like, what the this isn't on GIMP. What is this? What the
This is not a card. Oh, wow. Harpster, you were right. Okay, Hayes just got up. I'm assuming he's going to go be like, what the heck? Oh no, he clapped. He clapped.
That is so amazing.
I'm guessing that just made your day.
Dude, Frozen S. It's such a terrible card. I love it.
Harpster, did you tell Worfs to put that in?
No, because it's not foil.
Maybe they wanted to surprise people. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a Worfs card.
It's amazing. Did we see a cold feet? I don't remember seeing a cold feet on the initial verifies we've seen.
No.
Like, so if you only get 4 shields, knowing what you know now, you have to play the Frozen Assets Canceller.
Yeah.
That is mandatory. Like, you might as well just, I mean, you kind of want to play it now. I mean, I don't know. Wait till they actually play it, I guess. But you have to always keep that one shield open for that. He's already played his grabber.
So I mean, but that's the only shields he's been playing, like so far.
Battle order, he's already got covered.
Yeah.
You want to watch your step shield. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he hasn't played the Watch Your Step Shield, which is a little weird.
Oh, I mean, technically, until 3 smugglers. That's the old version.
Yeah. Until he flips it, he says it wrong either. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, he's got two smugglers down at the cantina. Does he go down with Luke? Because he's got Luke. Looks like he's got Luke and the saber in his hand.
The best part about it was that the Frozen Assets was the top card.
Yeah.
So, like, we got through the whole deck, and it was like the build up to this. That was epic. Like, perfectly shuffled. Yeah, I would be okay with giving him a drain of 3 so as not to get
Frozen Essence.
Frozen Asseted. Destiny in there is pretty nice, too.
Yeah. And, I mean, Worfs is playing... I'm surprised the Core Slug, too.
I mean, Dr. E is a thing. You need, you know. Anyway, so, back to F and Mon and no bargain. Choke is good because you can blank an alien's text for a turn, which doesn't solve Effin, but it is useful. I mean, like back in the day with QMC, the alien QMC, it also is satisfies all attrition when you lose an alien. So choke is not terrible, but the new Quite a Mercenary V, it cancels a smuggler's game text, which Effin is, as is Dr. E Ponda Baba, all versions. So being able to turn off those guys is pretty useful. Like, I mean, I run it in my no idea specifically because I'm like, oh no, effing bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But it's a temporary solution because worst case scenario, even if you can remove effing, guess what? They can Jabba's Hava for him and he's back somewhere else.
Okay, so it looks like Adam just played a barrier targeting Luke, which
Interesting.
is very interesting because.
Like, I don't think Worfs has any delusions about spreading at this point. Like, there's no... He knows that Boba Fett's are out there.
Okay, he plays the Core Slug. And Chewie.
Oh, here's the Nabrin. That's what he's trying to do.
You think?
Yeah. No, he's going for the Nabrin. But Chunzo has the Uda.
Yeah.
If they're using, I mean...
He's also got a hidden weapons in his hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no targets right now, but...
Yeah. Yeah, he does have the Udaguda.
He does have the Uda in hand. And it's a used interrupt to cancel Nabrin, so it's way better than... I'd rather keep my Gik in my hand. I'd rather put a 5 back in my deck than a 2.
And it looks like Worf's already grabbed the barrier, so...
Which is fine. Oh, he's not Nabrining.
Yeah. Maybe he's waiting until Luke can actually go with. Well, at least he's not losing one to Court now.
I mean, he's doing more damage, technically, at this point.
Or, well, yeah, I was gonna say he drains for the 3, and then he uses neighbor. So that way he can deploy more guys to the audience chamber if needed. Especially if Adam just sits there this turn again.
He activated and unactivated. I mean, I guess it's a defensive thing, because Chewbacca Enraged, man, doesn't he only cancel Imperial's text? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
He only works against
Why would he deploy Chewie like that, then? I don't get it.
Sure.
He just wanted another body?
Ooh, so Adam again uses Proxima, gets Jabba.
X equals number of Imperials present, while Han or Leia adds 2 to your Destiny draws, may target an Imperial with power less than 5 present. Yep. Not sure why he felt it necessary to deploy Chewbacca with the mix. Except just for fear, like, oh, I'm anticipating Adam's going to attack me, therefore I'll be losing Chewbacca, so I can play him subsequently. He might have looked subsequently for Bounty with Nalhada, is my guess, after he proximed. It's 2 ships. I think we saw It's a Hit going through his deck for
he
Ella's
does have
protection.
The It's a Hit. Okay, so Adam now.
And that was Bela Tick that he put up there, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which completely shuts off Han's game text.
Which
right?
is fine. I mean, he's playing EPP Han, which adds with Luke or Chewie.
No, doesn't it cancel his entire game text?
Well, yeah, but he's up only at that location.
Oh, yeah.
He's not like a global blank Han. He's just some forfeit. I don't know. I'm not a big Belichick fan.
Same.
I like.
While with Han, he may not add battle destiny draws or play an interrupt for lost power.
So he doesn't cancel. All he does on EPP Han is turn him into a shooter.
While at opponent's battlegrounds, opponent may not cancel or reduce force range here.
Oh, he can't control it. I guess that's some value.
Yeah. Wow, that's a nice little space fleet out there.
I can't tell who else is on that ship.
Same. I think at least one of them is Wolf.
I agree with that. I don't know who the third dude is.
Bosk.
Yep. Which is curious.
Well, I mean, if he's only got smugglers at this point. So, I'm pretty sure that space package is safe.
Ish.
Yeah. Especially with him having a second barrier in his hand.
None shall pass.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's just playing a lot of one-of random anti, which, I mean, there's pros and cons, right? I mean, I kind of feel like if you're playing one of a whole bunch of different things, it's like just really random which one you have, and really random if they have the counter or not. I mean, the other mindset like play double ceasefire, double hidden weapons, overload, hear me baby, right?
So I looked Adam was doing his little thing. There was Forlom, Django.
In his hand?
In his hand.
Boba Fett too.
Yeah.
And barrier.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And he's got 1 force save. No barrier.
He definitely had 2 barriers before, and he played
Yeah.
one on Luke, so he should have one left.
Okay. So I don't think he used wipe them out all in this turn.
Okay.
So he might be able to play the barrier because it only looks like he's got 1 force saved.
We'll see. Anyway, so in terms of the protection packages, like Court is seeing an uptick because it can challenge, like, as an old QMC player, one of the decks that I wanted to see the least was Court.
Yeah.
Because, Hark is vulnerable the first turn he's out there naked by himself. So then, like, okay, they can Zuckus and Forlom, or they can, that they're going to just, every turn they can pull the ship that they want, get Wolf, get Ponda Baba up there. I mean, when there's only one battleground system, Court can find all the answers. And if you manage to kill a ship or a key dude, they can haven for it back. So the correct play in Court against like OA or QMC is don't play Nalhada, don't give him a place to go. Like you see here, he's taking advantage of Nalhada.
Yeah, and that makes
and
sense.
granted, I mean, I don't think it's incorrect to play Nalhada in this particular match because they could always play their own castle, so you're not like denying extra battleground locations. But in a deck like QMC or OA that has no other out, if you can take over that one system, it's huge. And Guri, Dangarn punishing one. Nowadays with the Space Cruiser, like some Court decks are downloading Zizor, and then the second play is getting Virago and ship docking, because by rule all caps can ship dock, and he gets on his own ship, and they're both immune less than 5. Then Ellis and Hinthra joins the party, also less than 5. Woof on top of that, everyone's effectively immune less than 6. Eventually you'll find your Guri. You float, one Guri, there's one Stinger. Whenever you find Guri from Force Push or whatever, you have like this really difficult nut to crack for most light decks. Now, Holdo can be interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say with Holdo.
But with Court, your forfeit is +2 on all your bounty hunters. So you're like, I have to lose 3 bounty hunters this battle. That hurt, but I'm still here.
I still got my things, yeah.
So Court is really viable in space in that respect. Against No Idea, again, we talked about the natural, if you're running an Effant Mon, and honestly, you don't even have to run Power the Hut, because you can Twillick if you really, really need to.
At this point,
but taking over their system, that most No Idea decks, they play so many guys. Their spaces, No Idea is like the light side version of Court, right? But it's Dark goes first. Dark can get there and start draining for 3 with Ellis and Chip. So
and that's why I think I forget who said it today. Even we're seeing these. It's a rock paper scissors meta.
right. So everyone thinks Court's a good because it's good against these 3 top decks, like perceived top decks. And because everyone sees an uptick in Court, that's why that's why Throne Room is back. Everyone's like, well, I know there's going to be a lot of Court this event. I'll just go play Throne Room because I know it's good and I know it beats Court. Like, so then you have to then meta as the Court player for Throne. You can't play. I mean, anything that leaves your audience chamber alone, you're going to do better against, right? Period.
Exactly.
End of story. But you still have to anticipate somebody is going to attack you there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got a lot of barriers and then a lot of one-offs, which is, one tack to take. There is some value in running 2 copies of Ceasefire and 2 copies of Hidden Weapons, because there's 1 cancel card for that. So as long as you use your grabber on their Hear Me Baby, you now... And Hear Me Baby...
free to abuse the other cards.
Exactly. You overload the 1 canceler that they do have. Like, everybody plays Abyss Shuffle canceler, or Abyss Shuffle combo, or, Barrier canceler, something like that. But Hear Me Baby has become less popular because Hunt Down is less popular. Because Hunt Down can't beat QMC or OA, etc. So...
Which is funny that Brandon today brought the hunt down in. But I think while we were discussing the meta and everything, it looked like Adam drained and Worf's lost 2 Lukes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think Luke's going anywhere.
No, I mean, right now, Worf has to be content with the fact that he's draining for 4, whereas Adam's only draining for 3. And, I mean, some watch yourselves play Retrieval.
I don't think there's room for much retrieval. I mean, it could be worse, and he has it to hit. I don't think there's room for retrieval with all the battle tricks, the beatdown stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you could play one random on the edge, but
Destiny 2.
yeah.
Code clearance is way too prevalent.
Yeah.
Now, if he pulls off a Kessel run,
You know, I haven't seen Worf's pull the Kessel yet.
it was in
And
his opening
now-
hand. It was in his opening hand, I
was in his
thought.
opening hand?
Yeah, he had 2 locations in his opening hand. And I'm fairly confident Kessel was one of them. He may not have it anymore, but I don't...
Yeah, I don't think he lost it, unless he lost it to one of the early court pings. Okay, so according to Steve, no, there's no retrieval.
Yeah, I do not think so.
So,
I mean, he can weapons display.
yes, Worf should be flipped.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. Because it's not like it's a condition if you don't. And this one's just like you meet the condition, you're good to go flipped. It's not like you miss an action and you're not flipped anymore. Okay, so see Boba Fett, Forlom, and I forget what else. There's another card in his hand.
There's quite a few cards in his hand.
Oh yeah. Well, I think. Okay. He had 3 cards just sitting there. So he throws out the Forlom up in space on Zuckuss. So you think we'll see a chase?
In space?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did he put on there? Melos and...
Well, it looks like it's Ponda Baba.
No. Who's Worf's have? He has Melos in space and someone
Han.
else. Han? Really? Huh.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that he put Han in space. But, I mean, he needed something to flip. And having the Falcon there.
Yep, BPP Han.
Okay, so there's the boss going to the Jabba Space
Holy
Cruiser.
crap, what's the capacity on that space cruiser?
Good question.
It ain't no executor. That I know.
One alien pilot and 6 passengers.
He may hit that. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can still add
Still 2.
2 more guys.
Yeah. Okay, so now where's this? So here comes the resistance, or at least he should play the resistance at this point. Because
He's really overcommitted to space, I feel.
Adam,
Yeah.
I think so too. But I mean, what is Worf's gonna? I mean, Worf has to essentially Ellis or Nabram into the jet. I mean, he's got a drain of 2 going, a drain of 1. Worf is down to the drain of 3.
Oh my God. We are sure that it's virtual Utaguda solo.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be so amazing if it wasn't. And
What is the non-virtual?
you
do?
pay 2 and you capture everybody, and then he can walk them over and deposit them in the dungeon.
And retrieve a bunch.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be.
I would love. I would pay money to see that. Uh,
You just should see it. You don't have to take it. But that was my John Anderson card.
That is
that's
great.
amazing.
So I signed it. It smudged a little, but this will now be the official. And then
That's
just gonna have to sign it.
amazing.
That's
Can I
amazing.
share on the stream?
Yes. So
The ultimate Max Rebo. If you can see the stamp, you can see who Max, who Mike Kessling just got reboed.
with the ultimate Max Rebo.
Like, yikes. Yikes.
So basically, if you signed up for the tournament, you got a gold pack. In the gold pack were one of John Anderson's personal collection. And on there is a stamp saying it's from his collection.
That's
So
really cool.
Kessling pulled the Max Rebo. So this is going to now be the official Max Rebo, and now everybody has to sign it when you get it.
And small.
And small.
So that your name
way-
fits.
Yeah.
It'll be like the Stanley Cup of Max
Yeah.
Rebo. Are you drinking coffee or?
So, yeah, I mean, in between that, so it looks like Worfs went out and got Mirax and the Pulsar Skate with Kessel. So, yeah.
Hey, he's flipped now. How about that?
Okay, so it doesn't. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, where's the Mirax? Yeah, everybody loves the Kessling laugh. So
Kessling got Ultimate Rebo. He got the one from John's collection.
Yeah, I heard that. That's amazing.
yeah. So what happened in your game?
I beat Tom Hayes, so I'm 7-0. He is now 6-0.
What was the matchup?
I was Matt, and he was Old Allies.
So Joe Olson is 7-0. It was his map versus Tom Hayes' light side, and Hayes was playing OA, as we saw earlier. I was gonna say, isn't that a typical thing though? Map beats own allies.
It depends upon the players and the builds.
Yeah. Okay, so right now. Adam's doing 4 damage. And well, they're both doing 4 damage as the board states. And okay, so Adam uses. So I guess he does have cold feet. Because he just got out firepower. So
Oh, okay.
He's gonna retreat one. Harpster, who forgot? Okay, and worse is just peeling. Worse peeled. It could be worse off the top of his deck. And Hear Me Baby. It looks like he's got the first aid combo, another character. I think it's another Malos. And he's got a bunch of red. He's got one blue card in his hand.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't use. Okay, so it looks like Adam forgot about Frozen Access. He didn't play Cold Feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
this game got more interesting.
Well, Adam just sent down a Probot to Jabba's Palace, or not the Jabba's Palace, the Boston Ash Chambers. So,
Chris Kelly just suggested setting to me earlier today,
and he's still got that Django. He's got a Dr. E. He's got Zizor, Jabba. And I think he's still got the Utaguta.
the only times I put out the battle planes is there are some games that I can see like even more activation when I need the activation.
Well, you don't want to come over and say hi?
And they're not going to come out there.
Do you want to?
We're live. You should say hi. Show people.
They don't believe that you're here.
Yeah, nobody believes
They're like
that.
they're like Show's not there, is he?
Yeah, no, he's definitely here.
Yeah.
He's definitely about to steal some of these Reese's that are just sitting
Can you neighbor him into a? No, you cannot. You cannot neighbor him into a battle.
or a band tie, whatever that is.
I mean, that's hard.
Rarpster, Rarpster,
Kessling laugh from
RTFC.
Well, yeah, because Kessling got the Max Rebo.
Nice. There's a Rebo running around.
No, but
No,
it's
he
the
got-
Rebo
he got
from
the
John's
Rebo.
collection.
Oh, there was one in there.
Yes.
Oh, good. We were just talking about how there should have been. I'm so glad to hear that there was.
Yeah, I'm happy. It was
I
Kessling.
found one. I was moving and I like had a pile of detritus from my office that was just like nonsense, like all sorts of like random toys or like keychains and stuff. And I swear to God, at the bottom of it, there's like a box. There was like a magic deck box, and underneath it was a fucking Max Rebo. I was like, oh my goodness. Somebody planted this real good when we moved into this place.
Nice. I'm surprised Harpster even asked that question. Can you? Do you like everybody's number?
Yes.
How did you get my number?
Fantasy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Incidentally, our last text was 2016,
Jeez.
and it had nothing to do with fantasy. But I'm sure I got your number from fantasy probably several years prior to that. What? I'm so confused by what is happening.
Yeah.
Is there some, like...
Whoa. You're supposed to go out that door.
Am I not supposed to?
Yeah. Close it. Close it. Shit.
Yes.
How on earth am I supposed to close this?
The
With
cords,
your
it won't.
hand.
No, there's cords.
No.
It wasn't closed up when I was there.
No. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on either. Yeah, I don't know why he lost the Utaguf. Maybe he just thinks Worfs doesn't have Nabram.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe... Oh, so here's more court tech.
Okay.
Lobel. Lobel. Like, playing one Chalbacan is not terrible, because it makes it, like, deploy -2 for 3 sites, which is really good when you're trying to like
Yeah.
fight at wherever, right? Deploy
Yeah.
-2 is better than deploy -1.
Yeah, Worf still has the first aid combo.
Cancels a react for whatever, I don't know. But Lobel does 2 things. He stops Ellison Nabrin, and he subtracts 2 from opponents' pilots forfeit. And everybody plays pilots at sites.
And he's non-unique.
You just play 1 because you can pull him with Chal.
Well, I mean, if
There's Cold Feet
so, he does have cold feet
and Ellis.
and no escape.
I thought there was going to be Star Wars battles.
You know,
Same, the same amount of Star Wars battles where Matt's got a nice game.
Thus
Yes.
far, we are tied, yes,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
0.
So ours was more exciting.
yes. That is sad but true.
Yep. And no Ellison Hinthra to help apply pressure at Tatooine. Although, I don't know. Now the life force is getting low enough that it's harder to like Boba Fett beat in draw 5 because you need to balance how much you can save to draw, especially if you want to try hidden weapons in there. But as the lost pile grows, you're just increasing the outs that that Worfs has available. So I'm not sure what I feel like. I feel like he's. I mean, Court wants to battle, right?
Yeah.
It wants to be able to retrieve.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that he hasn't.
I mean, I think he probably would have been fine with just the Java Space Cruiser, and
Okay,
like,
so he's putting Boba Fett in space.
man, this is not.
Yeah,
If he
Boba
goes
Fett's
this,
not even on. So he's got Boba Fett, Bosk, and Forlom.
what
with
the f is
Zuckuss.
the capacity of
One
Zuckuss
pilot
and Mist
and
Hunter?
I want to say 2 passengers.
He's maxing capacity on both. 1 pilot and 3 passengers. Oh my god.
Wow.
Where is Trunzo from? Here?
He's local.
Yeah.
Now here's my question: why move the space cruiser back over to Tatooine? Because now you don't satisfy resistance.
He doesn't have enough hyperspeed to make it all the way to.
Well, I understand that. So is he going to move Zuckuss over?
That seems like a smart idea. It's Dash. Oh no, it's Pulsar Skate.
It's Pulsar Skate and
I can't tell. Is anyone on the Pulsar Skate?
Yeah, Mirix, Melos, and Han. And 1 Destiny.
With Bosk, but Bosk is he could ship dock.
Yeah, I mean no, he's got to. So he.
No, but he
moves-
could spend 1 to ship dock with the.
Bosk is on the Zuckuss.
Right, but I'm suggesting that he ship dock to move Bosk because Bosk was on the space cruiser, not on
No.
Zuckuss.
No, he's now on with Zuckuss.
So he has ship docked.
Yes.
Okay, he's not doing it right. Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had to do that. So I mean,
Did he? But was he paying multiple to ship dock? He only moved 1 person via ship dock.
So-
He went from 3 dudes on that ship to 4.
Yeah.
Okay, he's fine.
but yeah, I mean, but the thing is, Worse has the all ones combo right there. You can just play it with objective, get 2 Destiny. I mean, I understand he has to do something at this point.
Oh, there it is. There's the frozen assets. He just Miraxed into it. Does he have the draw their fire? I mean,
He lost it, I think.
Oh, so all frozen assets is gonna do is stop barrier, which isn't terrible.
Yeah. But at this point, I mean, he's got it. He's got 1 grabbed, and I don't think Adam has the second one in his hand.
He may have to. I mean, it seems like what this deck wants to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why he overcommitted that many guys to the cantina.
I guess because he really didn't want to be battled.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only
It's the
thing
only
I
thing
could.
I could think
It's
of.
really expensive because he's playing 2 for Chewy's maintenance this entire time.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You think he just loses cards from his hand to put Chewy back in his deck soon?
No,
Because
I don't. I don't know how much. I don't know. This is weird. I mean, how often do you see court with 7 dudes on 2 ships and have not initiated a battle by
At
turn
all.
10?
at all, yeah.
10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that.
I thought he had 20. I said 20, but I'm definitely wrong.
Let me see what time he posted the pairings at.
7:01. But this is also behind.
What? Huh?
I'm assuming he posted it at. Just ignore me.
He posted this round at 7:06 local time,
Okay.
and the round didn't start till several minutes later.
Yeah.
So probably 7:10, so 8:10. So there's probably 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
What?
Versus number 4. Right now.
At 10 points, tied with probably the strength of schedule is probably taken
Yeah.
into account there. So Trunzo is on the lower end of the 1-lossers, and Chris Werfs is at the higher end. And Tom lost to Joe.
Yeah.
And I think I don't remember if Mishki's playing Jellison. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. But look at all the eights. There's 22 players who are 4-2 or better. I was gonna say I know Ree got paired down. So yeah, Jelson has to play Mishki. Uh-oh. There's an Abram. So he Abrams only Luke and then he goes and gets Lando. So
Well, he can clash one of the dudes
I'm pretty
and
sure
just beat up the other.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he has Greedo in his hand.
So he has frozen assets.
What does Frozen Essence do again?
You put it on top of their force pile, and they can't use their force underneath it, and it goes away at the end of their next turn.
No, my N sounds like an M. It's Abram. There, I'll pronounce it better. I'll enunciate. Yeah.
I mean, I guess in theory he can always neighbor him back. I agree. It's a little.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about the mess combo.
Well, I was gonna say, what did he play up there? What's underneath the grabber?
He has the Watch Your Step shield, the Grabber shield,
Okay, so
firepower. He just operated
No,
on Zizor.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
neighboring
so
got grabbed.
Neighboring got grabbed, and then so he's yeah.
Oh, there is Draw Their Fire.
Oh, I thought he lost it. So, what is that? 5 to. So he's taking. There's no overflow. And Luke.
I feel like
So
Chewie could have been wrong for that ride, and then he could have forfeited Chewie and stopped paying the maintenance costs, but whatever.
But now Luke's almost stuck.
Nope, he's choosing to forfeit it, I guess. I mean, I'm not understanding.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He drew a 5. Yeah, because you could choose to forfeit a guy.
Yeah, you don't have to say, oh, I can't lose him.
But I mean,
you're allowed
it's
to.
still a drain of 1 over there.
No, it's not, because it's Master Chambers.
Oh, that's right.
I agree, Harpster. He should have gone big. Like, at least Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Kill Chewbacca.
I don't think he should have used Luke over there.
I mean, I'm not sure what his.
I mean, if you throw Chewie and a smuggler, you're drawing 2. You forfeit the smuggler, and then you lose Chewie. Or no, you forfeit the smuggler, and then you put Chewie back in your deck by losing from your hand.
I don't think you need to unnecessarily lose force at this point.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Well, no, I'm saying if he loses the cards from this hand, he's more than likely going to lose interrupts.
I mean, there's no. He has enough life force,
So
and
also, do you have a V card?
he does. Tycho. Tycho.
Ship that
Tycho.
Tycho something. Red, green
It's in
skull
there.
or something.
So can I get your signature on it?
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere.
Okay, I'll find it.
We've been watching a Draw Their Fire Frozen Assets deck,
On stream? Is that what's going on? Cool.
Yeah.
and there's been one battle,
Yeah.
and there was no overflow. There's been one battle. So depressed.
Sign it anywhere. He doesn't have draw the fire on the table. He drew their fire in the battle.
For Battle Destiny.
Yeah. So you're still on the hunt.
Yeah. We think it's going to line up, and I'm going to play Greg, and one of us is going to get in. And
Shaw just beat Chris Kelly in a must-win for both.
What's happening in like Reed's game?
He is playing against the QMC and just like all over Cloud City with droids.
So Chris Goglin is 5-2. Shaw just beat Chris Kelly in a must-win game for either of them to stay alive. Brandon Beatty just lost 3 games in a row.
What's up? This is depressing.
Yeah.
Werfs is playing with Dry Lair Fire and Frozen Assets, and there's been only one battle this entire game, and he drew the Draw Their Fire for Battle Destiny, and there was no overflow.
Oh.
That's it. That's how exciting this game has been. We should have counted how many battles there were.
1.
No, I mean every game total.
So I was
You,
going to say
I think your game with the droids and Throne Room probably had.
Debo's battles.
I think you had as many battles in yours as all the other games combined. Not joking.
They never battled. Brandon and
Oh wait, we're gonna have another Star Wars battle.
Oh boy.
He can cancel Mara's game text, right? Because she's power less than
I don't know. I thought it was.
Imperial. She's an Imperial.
Yeah, I know she's an Imperial.
We overplayed each other back and forth. It's just that what saved him in the daily game because he had Emperor and Janice, who was the same military. And I come down with Mace.
No. May target 1 Imperial of power less than 4. So yes. Yeah.
Less
he
than
can cancel-
5. He can
or
cancel
less than
Maris.
5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
was gonna say,
a V card on
do you
here?
have a V card?
I have a V-card? Oh, no, I don't.
You didn't make one?
I don't think I have any that survived. I have like a ton of redos that eventually I'll make a whole set.
The Shaw collection.
I'm just gonna borrow these and then I'll bring them back.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to like, I gotta get the rest. But I'm surprised he doesn't.
Holy crap, Chewie is during your turn. Well, how the fuck often does Chewie actually survive until their turn? Let me ask you that.
Well, Chewie's been staying there the entire time.
I know, but the reason it never occurred to me that it's only on your turn is because you only ever hold Chewie in your hand until you deploy him to beat the piss out of something. I mean, I guess in theory you life debt for him sometimes, but
Oh, okay. So and plus Mara is +1. So
from what?
Luke's on table.
Oh, Luke or Emperor. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who cares? It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. So we're about to see 3 smugglers lose their forfeit.
Why?
Mara, Dengar.
Maybe. Their defense value +2.
Yeah. So I mean, you swing Mara at Talon. And
I
then-
think you go for the easiest target first. I don't know what his destinies are.
Yeah. Okay.
Wisa? Dodge?
That was nothing. Wow. Okay, so there's.
Yeah, no, he did the correct thing. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, he used Dengar on Net.
I think you just take out the low-hanging fruit.
Well, next would be Lando or Talon. Because Chewie is defense value 5 by himself.
7.
So yeah, he's
With
a 7.
Talon.
Yeah.
Plus, you want Chewie around for that maintenance, sweet maintenance cost.
If he clears the site,
I don't think he should clear the site.
yeah, you're right. He can't clear the site. So did he just miss or? He didn't draw a second destiny.
I don't know what's
He
happening.
did not draw his second destiny.
Nobody remembers what Dengar does
He draws 2 destinies, or draws a destiny.
against Watch Your Step.
Yeah.
Yes. Up. Is he telling him? I don't know.
I don't think we're going to see any frozen asset shenanigans.
I don't understand. It's when people misplay things that we get confused. Cause
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Sign your V cards.
What's that?
Sign your V cards for me.
I did.
You did?
Yeah. I only have overseeing. I think it's the only one
Oh.
I did, right?
I don't know.
And I signed it. Yeah.
Oh,
You got
okay.
it right there. There's my HOF right there. Did they call time yet?
I don't know.
It's got to be the third at 7. Game 7 started at 7 o'clock.
I don't know.
It started like a little after 7, but yeah. It's going to
Time.
time of the round. Okay. It's going to be close. I mean, they both have a bunch of cards on table. Yeah. Jerry, I take it you're off work now? Oh, God.
They already called
Oh,
time.
No.
But they called time as he was passing the turn, so I really don't understand. So they're just counting it up.
Well, because he was only all he has is a drain of 2. He had 2 cards in his hand, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in theory, it doesn't matter if they played one more turn because all they'd have, he'd just land every single one of his ships and move out to the docking bay. So, like, and everyone would be outside and he'd be flip back. He wouldn't give a fuck because if they attacked into it, to retrieve off of scum, he would just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe they're playing another round. I can't tell.
I don't know.
Like, time was called as he was passing the turn, but it was so like I can't tell how live what we're watching is compared to what I'm hearing audibly. So I don't know if. I guess they have to play to the end. Oh, they have to play to the end of the worst turn regardless.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been thrown remote. I'm like, Dark gets to go one more time.
I'm a little surprised. We've only had the one throne room on stream.
We've deliberately avoided picking it because
No, I'm
everyone
saying
knows.
like, well, I know we've been deliberately like out of the top players. Like Joe seems to be the only one who's really playing it.
Reed's playing it.
Oh, yeah.
Phil's playing it.
Is he? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Phil's 4-2
I think.
on the bubble.
Yeah. So he's going to draw their fire for one more force swing thing.
Yeah.
So 1-2 for that guy.
I don't get this play.
He is deploying cards from his hand that wouldn't count towards his victory anyway, so he can initiate a battle and not lose the game with draw your
Steve,
fire.
I'll have him call you unless he wins because he's got to do an interview, and you can actually question him during the interview.
Hey, Harpster.
Oh no, we're doing interviews, so
Harpster could do the interview.
yeah,
I'll put it on speakerphone.
yeah. Actually, if you want to, how about this? I'll go tell Schoenthal we're going to do a quick interview.
Well, we've been doing it anyway,
Yeah,
but
but I'm just saying, we just want to do it quicker, you know.
Harpster, I think I have your number. All right, so they're doing some. Oh God. Oh my God.
Okay, so we have there's an extra 10 minutes allotted for Reed's game.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't ask. But yeah, we're still gonna be able to do the interview. So Harpster, you get to be the interview person.
I know, that's what we're gonna do. All right, I just texted you, Harpster. Whenever he gets out here, I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't. Oh my goodness. Hey. I can hear you. Yes, we're on phones. That's how they work. I was gonna call you when he's out here and put it on speakerphone next to the mic, so you guys can both converse and it'll get picked up for the stream.
Yeah.
So I'll call you in like a couple minutes. They're still doing math. All right. What is it?
Yeah, I don't understand any of this.
What?
This turn.
They're counting cards and.
Hey, you have a virtual card, right? You have a virtual card? Could you find it and sign it? Yeah, just if there's any white in it, just make sure it's actual on the card because I'm going to cut them out eventually. Yeah. Okay, we have a game. We have a final. I'll go find out who won, and then we'll interview somebody. I kind of hope it is worse who won.
I mean. We're working on that. We believe it was. We believe it was worse, but no one won. There was 2 Star Wars battles that game. 2.5. What, you won?
I won.
All right.
Lost files.
My lost? Oh.
Lost files.
Okay, here, you're
Oh, my buddy.
You're-
I don't want to hear it. My hand was so bad. I just had a whole bunch of giant loops. I couldn't get my space. Hey, man. Hey, buddy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh man, I thought that was the beatdown deck, man.
Dude, did you see I couldn't match any of my space? I open-handed like just a bunch of Lukes and no Hans.
Alright.
It was the
So here's-
weirdest hand. So I had to play it
So
weird.
Yeah, I know, but here's what I saw. So when you played the all wings, you didn't play it at the beginning of your turn. You played all wings after you activated,
Yeah, I know.
and then you
I know,
missed
I
your
know.
shit.
Yeah, that was dumb. Hey, what was the applause for the frozen assets? You like
Yes,
that?
yes.
Then
Oh,
play
yeah.
because
So-
it's not on GIMP. It's not
I
programmed.
know. So when you
haven't got to use it yet.
when you did the reveal, when he was doing the verify,
Yeah.
he goes through the whole deck. We're
And then he
watching,
pulls it out.
and it's the last card, and we go like dramatic build up, yay!
And he was like reading it and going, "Oh, let me find the shield." And then he didn't.
Well,
But
no, dude. Not only that, but then he forgot about it. So then I started getting all giddy about it.
I know. But yeah,
But
I couldn't
I
neighbor him. If you had
overcommit to
the
the
cancel for
cantina.
neighbor him.
He lost it from hand.
no, I know.
Oh.
Well, I know that, but the same thing that we were talking about in chat, like Chewy enraged, you just sat at the cantina. Like, he must have cost you 34 seconds.
I know. It sucked. It sucked. I had the worst cards. I had a couple Schmoops, Luke, and Chewie. Like, the combo was just not there.
Why don't you just draw cards?
Because
Like,
he has Boba Fett Bounty Hunter in hand and like a million other guys. I couldn't go light. I had to go strong somewhere to stop taking damage. And he
I
let
know,
me
but
drain. He
those-
let me drain for 3, and then I kept draining. I drained for 2 the whole game. So I just played like
I know.
he deployed his guys and got no retrieval. So he lost a lot of stuff because it was on the table. Like
So the other question
He
I
deployed his
have
whole deck.
is okay. So you saw he lost Uta Guta. So then basically you go for the neighbor, because the only way he could cancel is with the get combo. So you're
Right.
looking for that. Why
So I was gonna
would-
get my Odin Melser and then go back. Oh man, I was sitting there at the end trying to track for the draw their fire. I was like, I think I was like, okay, I
Chris,
upkeep
you-
and then I
you
lost the top
legitimate-
one. What?
yeah, but legitimately, if you would have brought Chewy, you could have actually done something that battle.
Oh, I know, I could have, but then he beats me down at the cantina and I have no damage. You saw what he had. Came down with Dengar. He didn't realize that
As draws the deck switch.
no that defense values. He didn't realize
Get
there
plus
that
2.
gets plus 2.
He didn't draw for the second battle this thing for Dengar either.
Oh,
I
right.
wonder if it's better not starting squashy assignments.
I don't think it would.
Since you're starting the farm cards, start battle order, draw their fire, and then just run like double squashy assignments. Because you'll pull it.
Or just run more all wings.
Or
Trails
that,
or
but
something.
and then even at that, you put EPP on up on the Falcon. It's like,
'Cause,
oh man, the
I know.
beatdown potential on this just.
I know. I couldn't put any ships together, and I was like, I have to like make him chase me around and play more, and he did. He put like 18 cards in space. It was and
I would
including
have.
Boba Fett. I was once Boba Fett was up there, I was like, yeah.
We had to double check passenger capacity on both those ships. We were like, I don't know how full these things can
It
go.
was a weird game. It was a weird.
No,
He
not
only
only-
retrieved once, I think.
It was bad. He should have been trying to battle,
Yeah.
create situations in which he could initiate battle.
But the
and he
problem,
never
the way
did.
his problem was, he never found his Gek, so he was afraid of like a rebeat.
Yeah,
which
I
is
guess.
Well,
legitimate, but not really.
so. I got a weird hand, and then he never got his Gek. So that's my second
Well,
beating of Court with that.
here's
which is
so
weird.
here's the thing. I was in a weird conundrum. So I'm in the LAX airport, right? And I really want to watch your game, but it's really
Yeah.
pissing me off. And I'm doing random shout-outs. And, like, security's giving me the eyeball. So it's like, do I turn off the Twitch stream? Or do I have to go silent? And I have to get all skirmish. I'm like sweating, dude. It's horrible. Watching that game next to, I mean, the Rops game was a grind, and that was painful to watch, too.
Right. But this one was oh, it was a grind. It was horrible.
There was,
Oh,
6-1.
Werfs is good at Star Wars cards.
Yeah, and we're just playing decks. I was just like, man, those are some trash. It makes trash look pretty.
I do make trash look pretty.
That Sidious was money against that Thunder.
I got to use him again against Beatty. Put his mace out of play.
I know. I didn't get no mid round call. Get any updates? What's the point of having a homie at the event?
I did give you one mid-round call. That was at the lunch break.
All right. Speaking of, we need a break before
Okay.
this last game. So thank you very much for conducting this, Harvester. We appreciate your
All right,
support
hey.
and for subscribing.
Not one single cuss word. Remember that.
I know. Hey, I got another Ray with lightsaber. Foil.
All right, that was it.
That's all he
These
wanted.
guys, though. All right.